Hey guys, terribly sorry about Wednesday. As Kit mentioned, school is starting for everyone, and that is my terrible excuse. It's my first day of school in a year. Very busy. Have to get back in the swing of things. But I thought I'd make a video for Friday, just to throw my 2 cents into the mix. Public washrooms. Still an area of intense contention between trans people or anyone who gender bends and cisgender people, those who have the luxury of not really thinking about their gender. So I haven't actually watched anyone's videos, so I don't know what has already been said, but I've watched videos on YouTube about this, and a lot of people mention confidence. I'm sure everyone will have really good advice for etiquette, but I wanted to talk about something different. I was doing a bit of research online for this topic, and I found this blog site, and it had this nice big article which I will link in the description at the bottom. But they were talking about these legal bills that are being proposed and passed and abolished about equal access for LGBT people, and I think there was like an addendum to this bill about public accommodations. So public washrooms, public spaces like hotels, malls, theaters, stuff like that, which are all public places, and the bill, if it gets passed, is supposed to put that into legislation that, LGBT community members have to be included in the thought process of these things and respected by law. And then the whole bathroom issue would be to make sort of safe, gender-neutral bathrooms. And there's been a lot of opposition and a lot of tactics used to kind of increase public fear about creating these spaces, and using tactics, describing trans people as sex predators and child predators and all that nonsense. The article's pretty good if you take it slow and kind of work your way through it, and it has a lot of links within it to kind of other issues that it's talking about, or like when it's talking about people, their names are highlighted so you can see what he's talking about, what they did. It's pretty good, and that's something I think is very important. Instead of just trying to fly under the radar all the time, which sometimes is very important, but I also think it's very important to fight to make it safe, because some people can't fly under the radar, and some people are just starting off and they can't pass, which isn't their fault. It's just the way the system is. Like, they don't have access to any resources until they lived a year in the role, but you need the resources to pass to be able to live, right? It's all fucking, you guys know, but it's dumb. It's a system that needs to be rethought out, and we need to stand up and push for that, and we need to stand up and fight for our rights, and to sort of dismember these myths about trans people, and how trans women are just faking it so they can get into women's spaces, changing the social perception of what we're striving for through this transition, that it's not to sort of gain the privileges or access to spaces that that the opposite gender has access to, It's a very personal thing that's all about feeling happy and good and safe and right in your own body. And it has nothing to do with social gains or, you know, peeking in on ladies in their change rooms. You know, it's really frustrating when the minority buggers it up for the majority. You just get these labels. Ugh. So, bathroom advice from me, which I think a lot of people don't want to hear, because being active in the community and standing up against these hordes of ignorant, fundamentalist, nationalist type people who just are so terrifyingly dumb, it's scary and it's a lot of work, but it's very important, and it's something we need to do so that we don't have to just hide and you know, make videos about ways to sort of sneak into the bathrooms and not be called out or clocked, which I never knew that term before, and I still don't really know what it means. So if anyone wants to tell me, I'm assuming it means like called out or... Alright, I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace, take care of yourselves. Go to the bathroom, be confident. Yeah.